All right, beautiful, beautiful angel hearts. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am at home right now, tonight, and I just wanted to, I just felt compelled to do a reading right now, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Um, I've got the Rumi Oracle deck, the Messenger Oracle deck, and Angels and Ancestors. If you hear extra breathing and panting and snoring or anything like that in the background, that is my dog, Theodore. And he is old. And he just does old man stuff to me now. But yeah, if you hear him in the background, that's and he's snoring or extra panting or whatever, that's him. Okay. I guess we'll just get on into it. I have shuffled these decks already thoroughly to cut down on some time. So we're just gonna get on into the message. We will get one Rumi card out because Rumi is deep and lengthy in the book. So uh we'll just get that card out and we'll see where we go from there. All right. What is this? Beyond Death, Life, card number 1. And Let Love Transform, card number 14. I'm going to put these back in the deck. I'm going to ask for one clear message, but that was let love transform and beyond death, life. Okay. Just keep that in mind. And we're going to try to get one clear message, please. Thank you. Thank you. Passion for purpose. What is going? I thought I had all these cards turned in the right direction. You know what? I'm not gonna play with spirit. Let me try this again. Let's try this again. All right. I'm just gonna say spirit. Thank you so much for your messages. Thank you. Can I get a clear message for us? Thank you so much. The Lion and the Deer, number 22. The Lion and the Deer. And then on the bottom of the deck is the all-encompassing hand. The all-encompassing hand at the bottom of the deck. And the card that we're going to go with right now is the Lion and the Deer. Let me just get all the cards out. See where we're going with this here. Let's turn that out. All right, let's get a few cards out from the Messenger Oracle. I always say 3 cards, but no telling. Just 1. Really, so much. 2. Thank you so much, messages. Please, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for your messages. And underneath the bottom of the deck. And then Honor Gaia was under the bottom of the deck. And it's a lot of green here. And Honor Gaia. Honor Gaia. The all-encompassing hand. Honor Gaia. Let's get the messages out from the angels and ancestors. Thank you so much. Clear messages from the collective. That's the ring. Thank you. Ancestors, clear message. Thank you so much. Clear messages. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. One more message, please. Thank you so much. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for your messages. Bottom of the deck. And under the bottom of the deck card is Fire Guardian. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see what we have going on here. So, just to tell you a little bit about myself, if you haven't seen any of my prior videos, I'm just a regular person, no guru, no nothing overly extraordinary, other than I started doing this for myself, and I felt like I was really getting these divine messages and guidance for myself. And then I was slowly, it was a process, guided to record the messages and just put the messages out for whoever. Whenever you see it, it's timeless. It's just when you needed to see it and when you needed that information or that message, just to hear someone else. You probably might be feeling this already. This is just confirmation, basically, from spirit that yes, this is guidance, divine guidance, and it is time for the chosen ones, the light bringers, the truth tellers, to stand in their power and to get familiar with spirit. You and spirit should be the best of friends. Okay. Again, a way I was working on myself, and I just wanted to help someone else with these messages to help them work on their self. So let's see what we have here. The lion and the deer. Love that you are different. Embrace the masculine. Let your emotions flow. Stay strong. Love and let yourself be loved. Wait for the important information. Trust in higher forces. Drop your shields. Okay. So, something is telling me this is going to get real. Spirit is going deep with us again today. You know, it is time for the um, the world to undergo uh, a change, and there has to be the catalyst for that change, and the driving force behind this is love, because that is what the divine is. That is what um, the divine wants us to do, is live in love, and that of course starts with us, because we are directly connected. Our soul is a part of the divine. So it starts with us, and then we start to put that out into the atmosphere, and um, pass that loving, beautiful energy on to other people. And so we first, though, have to get that together within ourselves and realize our power, and realize who we are, and the task that we have, the purpose that we have, and we have to live in that, live in it, and love in it. Okay, uh, so let's go. Uh, the Lion and the Deer, number 22. The Lion and the Deer. The Lion and the Deer. Let's see what Rumi says about the lion and the deer. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. When you enter the garden of the heart, you become fragrant like the rose. When you fly toward heaven, you become graceful like the angel. If you get burned like oil, you become brilliant. When you become thin like hair in yearning, your joy leads the way. You'll be the kingdom and the king. You'll be paradise and the guardian angel. You'll be infidelity and you'll be faith. You'll be the lion and you'll be the deer. Rumi. Okay, that's an excerpt from Rumi's poetry. I told you it's thought provoking, and all of his poems. And this poet Rumi, uh, he lived in the 12th century. So many hundreds of years ago he lived, and his poetry and teachings are still thought provoking and timeless, because it is about love and the divine. That is an infinite, timeless subject that you can, it just never goes out of style, right? Okay. You are the lion and the deer. You are bold, fierce, and vibrant, and you are silent, sweet, and gentle. If I should come to you in arrogance, you roar at me until my falsehood quakes in fear, so terrified it gives up the game, and love's conquest happens yet again. If I should come to you in surrendered adoration, open to whatever you may wish, you are so gentle with me, like a deer. You offer me nothing to fear or resist, so that I too become sweet and gentle, longing to submit to your tender ministrations. So then, I do not fear my own errors, for even if I stumble into arrogance, I shall be made wiser by your magnificent roar and become humble. Even if I become weak, I shall draw succor, evoking the tenderness in you. Whatever is needed to keep me true, true to love, is what you give me. For you are the holy lion, proud and mighty, and the sweet deer, gentle as the mildest breezes of spring. Hello, my old friend. Do you remember me? We are the oldest of friends, ancient soulmates we are, acquainted over many lifetimes past and through many lessons learned together in the school of love. So here we meet again in this advanced spiritual training of the human experience, with the earth as our classroom. The moment is upon us to leave behind what we have once known and to open up to the great mystery of life again. Our souls leapt from the divine oneness through the river of forgetfulness and now dive into a body and a life. What a journey that leap begins. Let us embark on this studious adventure together. Let us honor the tiger and the lamb within each other, the lion and the deer. I can witness it in you, both the raging warrior who fights with unbreakable honor and the healer who brings together those things torn apart. Of course, for are we not all things? Are we not human and angel, animal and spirit? Are we not heaven and earth? Are we not divine? And in being divine, being all things are divine. So we are here together in the school of love, not for the soul who still adheres to preference instead of curiosity, not for the soul who craves comfort instead of devotion to divine adventure. We must be like lovers, you and I, if we are to take these lessons. We must be willing to become mad with passion, crazy enough to chase the great beloved, even if it means forgetting who we are for a time to have the sacred delight of rediscovery, breaking some rules and looking like fools. Well, what could be greater than becoming a fool for love? That will do for us. That will do well. Let us be fools for love together. So shall we become study mates? We'll recognize each other, even in all of our varied garbs, bright or somber, wild or gentle. We'll become the most enthusiastic students in the school of love, urging each other on to ever greater feats of passion and devotion. How we shall outdo each other in grand gestures and our unwavering commitment. This oracle brings you a special message. You are rediscovering a part of yourself that has been lost or submerged underneath more practical concerns. Of course, if practicality is about survival, then learning to be your true self is most essential and practical. All other paths lead to death of the soul. You are asked to bear the chaos of this rediscovery. It may be that talents from this or other lifetimes are reawakened and cause you some discomfort at first, even though they will ultimately bring joy and greater fulfillment. The discomfort may be around how those talents are best expressed, about overcoming shame, guilt, doubt, or other judgment. It may even be about who you are, if you now admit your talent or other emerging personality traits. Perhaps what is being unearthed in you now is darker. Your sacred rage, refusal to accept disrespect in your life, your inability to tolerate lies and deceptions. Well then, you are the lion and the deer. That is nature. There is to be both in the world. You are not becoming contradictory or hypocritical. You are becoming whole. The guidance this oracle brings you is that you shall prosper most now if you are willing to unbecome what you have believed yourself to be. It was never really true anyway, that view. It was partial at best, and just a view, an identity, not a genuine reality. Some of your previous sense of self shall likely come with this transition into the fuller experience of your being, and some of that previous identity shall be shed as far too limiting. It just won't feel true for you anymore, if it ever did. Any crisis or confusion this brings you shall be temporary fuel to ignite the divine fires within. They simmer into life, cooking you from within, bringing all of your flavors, spicy and sweet, bitter and sour, into perfect balance, so that your being, your presence, becomes an exquisite dish served up as a divine feast. You shall become nourishment for the world in perfect balance. Your being will hold all, for it holds all within it. It will deny nothing and become a tonic to feed every taste, every appetite, every hunger, and every deficiency. What an extraordinary, sublime meal you shall be. How your presence shall nourish the world. And it all begins with shedding the either and the or, and recognizing instead the all. With such wild permission for unconditional love, you shall thrive in your beingness and feel the hungry world and feed the hungry world with a meal complete, satisfying, and exquisite. Okay, so spirit is the guidance for ascension is more balanced. Like, or can I emphasize on balance of not being either or, but being all. Balancing the sweet, balancing the salty, balancing the aggression, balancing the passiveness, just all of it just becoming in balance, and you being a representation of all, just as the divine is. Again, the ascension journey is about moving closer and closer to becoming a divine, higher version of who you are as a human being, the highest version of yourself that you can be as a human being. That's what this ascension journey is about. And that is absolutely going to mean balance of all energy within you. Because just as the divine is all, we are all, because we are a part of the divine. And so the lion and the deer is a representation of becoming a whole being, not just this or that, but all, both, because both is a part of us. Okay? So, all right. Love that you are different. We are not created the same for a reason. If the divine wanted us to be the same, do you not think that the divine could have just did it like that? Just made every single last one of us the same height, size, weight, build, proportion, color, all of the features. We just look just like everybody. Everybody looked the exact same. The divine could have did it like that. But the fun, the uniqueness is in the fact that we are different. That we do bring different talents and gifts to the spiritual body and to the earth, as we do with The human body, everything on the human body is not the same, and it has different functions and purposes and all of that. So Spirit is asking you to embrace and love the fact that you're not like everybody else, that you're not the same, that you have something different about you. Because we spend a lot of our time trying to mimic somebody else, trying to be like somebody else. And Spirit wants us to get out of that way of thinking, and be excited about being different. Okay, you have strengths and weaknesses, and both are worthy of love. Know them, honor them, and do not heed those who tell you that you must change in order to fulfill their expectation of you. You will never be who others expect you to be. You can only be the unique individual you are meant to be. Love that you are different, for it is your differences and loving those differences that make you truly beautiful. Again, a reflection into this card of the lion and the deer. The all of your differences, all of everything make up who you are as a whole. So the more that we come into feeling comfortable and loving the fact that we are individuals and that we are different, the closer we can become to being a higher version of ourselves, because we appreciate and love ourselves. And that's always going to be uplifting. Okay? That's always. Embrace the masculine. Embrace the masculine. Love that you're different and embrace the masculine. And embrace the masculine. Okay, we keep getting embrace the masculine, embrace the feminine, because Spirit again is asking us to come into balance with everything. Okay, and embrace the masculine says, within ourselves, there are two aspects to our nature, the masculine and the feminine. Here in the present, you need to embrace the masculine aspect of your nature and let it guide your steps. Now is time to be assertive, to act with authority, and stand up for both yourself and your truth. Fight for what you believe in. Do not allow others to tell you that you must not or cannot. But remember, whilst you allow your masculine self to be dominant, you need to temper your assertiveness and determination with gentleness and compassion. Okay, and because right after that is let your emotions flow. You know, you do not have to be this hardcore um just you don't feel and all of this. Your emotions are natural. That is a natural human reaction. Whatever feeling is natural. So Spirit is advising us to embrace the masculine, but also temper that and allow your emotions to flow. Allow your validate your emotions, acknowledge your emotions, know that your emotions mean something. But when you let them flow, it says let them flow. It does not say just sit there in your emotions and you stay, because then that leads to a festering inside of you where you're just staying in this emotion and you can't get out of this emotion. You're stuck in that moment, basically. You're not moving forward because you're stuck in the emotion that you were feeling years ago about something that happened years ago. So acknowledge it, learn your lessons, and then let it keep moving, let it keep flowing. Keep it going, keep it going. Don't sit stuck and stay where, just there. Okay. Emotions flow like water. They can be joyous like a babbling brook, as deep and strong as a river. Give yourself permission to feel and experience them without judgment or blame. Do not try to deny them, for that can only lead to harm and dis-ease. Do not damn them within you. Release them. Let them flow and go. Allow yourself to feel them and learn from them as you embrace them for what they are, a natural response to the moment that you exist in that will pass as the moment passes. Again, emotions are meant to feel it that moment and then to take it all in and then let it keep moving through your life. So many people get stuck in their emotions from their childhood, from past relationships, from past trauma. They stay in that, and it's like this broken record. Or so this is real old school, okay? And some of the younger people may not understand this little story that I'm about to tell you, okay? But it's about records and albums, real albums, not CDs, but records. But I guess you could say the same thing for a CD as well. If there's a scratch on a record, it will just keep repeating the same thing over and over and over again. It will not move on to the next verse. It will not move on to the next note. It will not move on to the next drum beat or nothing. It will continuously play that one part over and over and over and over again because it has a scratch in it and it can't move past that. The needle is getting stuck in that little scratch. So that essentially is the same thing that we do when we stay stuck in an emotion. We cannot move forward. We just keep replaying it over and over and over again. The pain, 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 the pain. You get my drift? And you stay in that space and you cannot move forward. So we have to smooth out, allow the divine to smooth out these scratches, essentially, these ruts that we get in, and work together with the divine and allow the divine to smooth that out so that it can just keep flowing. It can just keep, moving, and you move on to the next note, to the next verse in the song. You don't just keep playing that one particular part over and over and over again. Okay? All right, moving along. Stay strong. Stay strong. And because this is challenging work. This is not easy to face your dark and your light, your good and your bad. Come to terms and realize that all of this, it makes you up, and learning how to love your differences, learning how to live in that energy that it's okay. That is work. And sometimes you will get discouraged because it's easier to stay in the old patterns or be the same old you rather than live in your truth, be different, stand up, be strong, and expressive about who you are, what you represent, and what your purpose is. And so Spirit is encouraging you to be strong, and that you can do this because it's just necessary for your growth. And once you start living in this, it will become easier. The hardest part really is it's just getting to that point, and then staying vigilant about it, and not allowing yourself to get sucked back in to the old patterns, the bad behavior. Okay. Life will present you with many trials. Life will bring you times of joy, but also times of suffering. Like the weather, it can be unpredictable, harsh, and cruel. But you can endure all that comes. Know when to resist and know when to let go. Know that sometimes you will lose, but that loss can make you stronger at the core. Stay strong with hope and faith. You can endure all. Um, just encouragement that you've got this. Everything is not, it's not going to be just this complete and total cakewalk. Because there are going to always be challenges. There are always going to be obstacles. There's always going to be um, uh, people or things or situations that will come that will challenge you. But Spirit is encouraging you to just stay strong, stay focused on what the end goal is here, what the bigger picture is, what the calling and the higher purpose is for what is going on. And you will get past um, you know all of the doubt and the fear, and you will be more in comfort with who you are and your journey here. And then Heart Guardian, because there's protection, like almost every single reading some type of guardian comes out in the reading, um that there's a level of protection for you, that you really have nothing to fear or to worry about. All you have to do is accept it, uh live in it, and uh appreciate it. Appreciate who you are. Appreciate the divine love. Appreciate how you were created, and love. Okay. Welcome with open arms, opportunities to give and receive love. Because the message on Heart Guardian is love and let yourself be loved. So, welcome with open arms, opportunities to give and receive love. The Heart Guardian is an angelic energy that can help you call for protection and guidance with all issues surrounding the heart. This is essentially the angel who helps you with all relationships, whether they be with yourself, family, or even a romantic connection. She can enable you to move beyond any limiting fears about trust, discern whom to trust, and understand how you can move forward in a balanced relationship with that person. In this card, she is adorned with a sacred heart and draped in a red cloak to show her capacity to let love lead the way. You are love, lovable, and loving. The energy of love is surrounding your whole world at this time. Angels are swirling around you, encouraging you to open your heart and reveal the blessings that you have to offer. They want you to know that you are a highly loving being who deserves to give and receive love. If you are finding it challenging to feel love at this time, it's important for you to give yourself credit where it's due. You are also encouraged to welcome support from others. Learn to receive. Don't try and do everything on your own. If you are working on a relationship or are in a new relationship, this card can usher in energies that allow you to forge a powerful connection with your partner. Love is in the air. And since the focus here is about getting ourselves to a higher place, because once you elevate yourself, things around you will elevate. They cannot, stay the same, because that's just not how dynamics work. Okay. It's like if I am, or let's talk about birds, okay, and eagles, because eagle spirit has come up a lot about challenging your perception and seeing things from a higher perspective in your overall environment, period. Okay, so when you think about that and you talk about that, when the eagle takes off and is flying through the sky, his world is the sky. His place of being is in the sky. The things that are walking and crawling down here on the earth, on the ground, he doesn't even, like, he's not even aware of at that point, really, at that point in time, because he's soaring in the air. So the things that are on the ground are going to stay on the ground, and the eagle is going to be up in the air flying around. And the same thing applies to us and our spirits. As we begin to elevate and move upward in our spiritual ascension, the things that are down here at the bottom in the lower area is not going to be able to elevate with us, because we're going to be going up and they're going to be still down here at the bottom. So when I see these cards about love and relationships, every relationship starts inside of you, with your soul and how you engage and all of that, and who you engage with and everything. That is all that all comes from our inner workings. So and divine places people and things in our lives to engage with us, and give us knowledge, pass on information and things like that. But again, everything is going to start with you and how you are treating yourself. Love that you are different. Love and let yourself be loved. It is all about balancing yourself, your energies, your faults, your attributes, whatever. Balancing, recognizing that it's all beautiful, it's all divine, it's all a blessing, and living in that energy, in that head space and that heart space will open you up to more fulfilling relationships in the world. Okay, because it's just like if you are accustomed to fine dining and then you go get some fast food or something like that, that's out there. Well, this is not to my standards. It's not going to be to your standards anymore when you elevate your standards for yourself and how you move and what you do. Okay. All right, come on, let's go. The next card is Oracle. Wait for important information. wait for important information, because the information is coming to you now. Like, you're getting information, you're getting messages and downloads, and all the signs and all of the synchronicities are coming to you. So pay attention, because it is now. It is all now. We're in this energy right now, and that is why these messages are coming as they're coming, because this is the energy that the collective is in. Like, we might be at different places in this journey, but there's a lot of change and transformation that is happening, and it is time for the ones that have a job to do, the light bringers, the truth tellers, the guides, the teachers, to step into their power. And with any master or professional, you have to practice and hone your craft. Theodore, you have to practice and hone your craft. You have to um, uh, do your homework. You have to keep doing it. Practice makes perfect, right? Nothing is ever really perfect per se, but the more you do it, the better you're going to become. The more of a master you will come. A black belt does not become a black belt just like that. They go through training, they go through the different belts, and then eventually, as they begin to become a master, they get their black belt. But there's training involved. There's lessons to be learned. There's practice to be done to get to that point. And that's where we're at right now. We are practicing and becoming what it is that we are needed to be for this change, this transformation. Okay, so Oracle, be open and response. No, excuse me. Be open and receptive to information. Gather facts so that you can make a decision that is in line with your integrity. The oracle is the truth speaker and insight bringer of this deck, the ancestor who will be your best outspoken girlfriend, someone who will tell you exactly what you need to hear to move forward. In this deck, she is reminiscent of the Oracle of Delphi, a psychic priestess of ancient Greece who was able to receive information and make predictions. She holds a bowl that has sacred smoke rising out of it, bringing the message to look beyond all you can see and gather information in order to make an accurate evaluation of your current situation. Angels, ancestors, and the universe are speaking to you at this time. So look and listen for important conversations, signs, and messages that will point you in the right direction. You are being guided to wait for more information before making any fast moves, because at the moment, you are letting your wants get in the way of your needs. There is an opportunity for you to see everything clearly at this time, but you will only be able to do so if you are willing to truly open your eyes. If you have been waiting for further information about a choice you have to make or action you have to take, don't take matters into your own hands, but let what needs to be revealed. Then you'll know what to do next. Angels are supporting you. Trust them. Okay, so you don't have to worry about just the answers, because the answers are going to be revealed. The information, see, divine is not going to allow his children, his babies, her babies, the divine, because there's not really gender per se, because the divine embodies both feminine, masculine, all energy. So the divine is not going to allow the divine children to be in the dark, but the answers will be revealed as they need to be revealed. Your path will be shown to you when you are ready to take on. See, that goes to this scripture that says the Lord is not going to put anything on you that you can't bear. The Lord is also not going to give you anything that you can't handle. That's like giving a kid, a little baby, a gun. Why a sensible, logical thinking person is not going to hand a loaded gun to a 2-year-old? The same thing applies to this journey, that the divine is not going to give you certain things or allow certain things to come into your life that you can't handle right now. Okay, you don't know how to navigate through that. You first have to learn how to navigate through this over here in order to get to this step right here. Again, like I said, with the mastering and the belts in the karate, you know, you there are steps to that. You don't immediately become a black belt. You first have I don't know how the belts go because I never really studied it. I just know that's how it works, that you start off as this right here, a white belt or something like that, I don't know, and then you work your way up to the black belt. So you're not going to get certain information. Certain things are not going to be revealed to you until you are ready to take that on, until you are ready to negotiate that part of it. And in order to be ready for that, you have to negotiate some other things. You have to learn how to love yourself, learn how to love others. You have to learn how to let your emotions flow and not just sit in them. You have to learn how to balance your energy and not be too much of this or too much of that, but balanced, a whole. So there's a lot of things that we have to work through. And like I said, get with divine and allow divine, the angels, and your ancestors all to guide you on this journey. And then these things will be added on to you as necessary. As you level up, you will be presented with more information. As you level up, you will be presented with more gifts, and talents will start to come become more tangible to you because you are leveling up and you can handle it. Okay? Does that make sense? All right. The next card is Shaman. Trust in higher forces. This is more spiritual. Okay. Like, this is so deep and spiritual because it's all spirit stuff here. Heart, oracle, in the information, and now higher forces. We have to be able to trust that it exists, even if there is no like, you can't really put your hands on it. That's the thing about spirituality and faith and believing, that you just got to know that it is and trust that that is what it is, and that divine has your back. The angels are here to protect you. Your ancestors are looking out for you. You have to know all of this and really believe in it. And again, allow them to do so. So trust in higher forces, shaman, spirit. Okay. Trust in your angels, guides, and ancestors. If you have given your power away, claim it back. On the inner planes, all of the shamans of times gone by are helping the human race to understand the complexities of life and the needs of Mother Earth. Many are working as spiritual guides to light workers and light warriors. The shaman card brings the energy of your shaman guides to you. Shamans believed that when there was illness or disease, it was because a person's power had been left behind somewhere or a negative pattern had installed itself in them. In trance, they would travel to the underworld to recall this power and remove the demon. If this card comes to you, it's because you need to do some release work and lower energies. Excuse me. If this card comes to you, it's because you need to do some release work with lower energies or with your lack of trust in the spiritual energies that are guiding you. The shaman will aid you in your quest. There are spiritual allies working in your favor, and their miracles will unfold much more easily when you move into a state of trust. So call back your power and stop allowing external forces to divert you from the miracles you deserve. Hand over all of your concerns to your spiritual allies. When you do so, you allow them to send you intuitive guidance and messages that will allow you to correct this situation and come out on top. The shaman card also shows that you have shamanic potential to move between the realms and connect with your guides in an extremely personal way. Remember what I said about getting closer to the divine, to the spiritual aspect of yourself, and allowing that to really become like your best friend, like your best buddy, like living in that and knowing that that exists and that you have the divine within you, trusting in that power, knowing that once you fully come into that, there is nothing that is going to be able to separate you from that connection. Nothing. Okay? And protection guardian, drop your shields. Drop your shields. You have divine protection. There is nothing for you to worry about. The only thing that you need to do now is stand in it, live in it, and practice it. Keep practicing this practice of living and being love and in your spiritual the spiritual power, the angels, the fact that the divine is just with you at all times, just really living in that. Okay, and drop any shields of shame, resistance, and fear that are standing between you and your chances of enjoyment and fun. Know that you don't need to hide who you are or the gifts that you have. You were born to shine. The protection guardian is a feminine version of Archangel Michael. She is a fierce, protective, yet loving warrior angel who carries an indestructible shield of power and protection and will come to all who call on her. She will help you drop your fear-based shields and move into a loving, protective force field that will keep you safe but will allow your gifts to shine out. Although she is here to guard you from lower energies, she is completely relaxed, serene, and confident because she trusts that love will always prevail. You may have encountered shame or embarrassment in your past, but that is not your present. Angels are drawing close at this time to help you move beyond any limiting thoughts, emotions, and patterns that may be making you feel unsafe. Know that angelic protection is swirling around you at this moment and will help you move forward in a more fearless way. Call on your guides for help in changing your frequency so you can feel safe and protected at this time. You are stronger than you think. And your angels and ancestor guides are here to help you realize this now. Okay. So I just have to reiterate on the fact that spirit is simply telling you, just believe, embrace it, know it. Love is going to prevail. There is nothing that is going to dominate or take over love. So as long as you are representing that, and as long as you are living in that power, and the power, the connection, the whole interaction starts within you, and moves outward into your environment, into your atmosphere, and around you. And if you are in an environment or an atmosphere that is not conducive to that, then you need to remove yourself from that environment. So if your environment is not conducive, if the people around you are not helping you become and practice this loving, embracing your differences, loving and trusting in spirit and the divine, and living in love. If whatever you're around is not conducive, and embracing that too, then you need to move around. Okay, you need to move around, because although we will be the catalyst for change for many people, we are also not here to force anybody to do anything. So if a person can't comprehend what you've got going on, or what you're talking about, or they don't appreciate who you are, or the gifts and the talents, or whatever that you have to offer and that you're bringing to the table, then it is not for you to change their mind and convince them about who you are, what you have, what you represent, how beautiful you are. It's not for you to convince anybody of that. If they can't see it, then don't work. Move along. Keep it moving. Don't sit there trying to force or convince somebody about the love and the divine connection that you have within you, and all of that, because they should already recognize it. If they're on your level, they already know about it. They're already there. They're feeling it. They're seeing it. They're attracted to it. Because like attracts like, and they're going to see that, there's something different. There's something unique. There's something attractive about you, and they'll appreciate it. They'll have an appreciation for it. They'll have a fondness for it, a genuine fondness for it. And they're not going to discourage it, or talk bad about it, or none of that. So you're going to recognize it. Real recognizes real. Okay? All right? Just understand that. And so you don't have to spend your time at this point in your life, and then at this point in your journey, trying to convince anybody of anything. They should be able to see it, because you don't have to tell anybody who you are. It's written all over your face. It's written in your aura. It is shining. It is showing you. You will emit this into the atmosphere. Okay? And it is not something that you can talk about and convince somebody of, okay? Because love is action all day, every day. I can say I love you, but if my actions and my deeds are not in alignment with what love is, then it's not true. Okay, so like I said, be your authentic self. Know that you have a divine connection, divine protection, and that all you have to do is now live in that, and continue to work on yourself and practice balance in your own life, and everything else will slowly start to develop, and you'll be able to see the bigger picture, and that information will be given to you when it is time for you to have it. All right. So thank you so much for your time, your energy. I appreciate anyone and everyone who lays eyes on these videos. And if I have helped one soul, then I know that I have done my job. But my desire is to help many. So please pass the message on. If it has resonated with you, please, like I said, if you got somebody that you feel like this will help, hey, listen to this, watch this. Like that's how we're going to get the message out, period. Okay, we're gonna by passing that message on about you are worthy, you are divinely protected, divinely loved, and that you don't have to prove anything to anybody but the divine, and the divine knows. You can't lie and pull no wool over the divine's ass. The divine like, no, 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 no. You're not being authentic. You're not being real. You're not, the divine can see this. So you're not fooling nobody. Okay. Well, you trying to pretend. You're not fooling nobody. Okay. So be your authentic self, and appreciate that and love that about you, because that's how the divine made you. Okay. Flat out. Period. You don't have anything to prove to anybody. All right. All right. That's it. I'm done. All right. Until next time.